My most despised household chore is by far the groceries because you have to handle them 6 times. Now, this is part of the reason why I am such an organized person, because I absolutely hate double handling anything that doesn't need to be double handled. And I really dislike the idea of reinventing the wheel for anything that needs to be reinvented. So, groceries. You handle them 6 times, yeah. You get them off the shelf and put them into your trolley. You take them out of the trolley and put them onto the belt. You put the full bag into your trolley. You put the bag into your car, and then you get the bag out of the car and bring it into the house. And then you put the groceries away inside your house. So you've handled them 6 times before you've even finished the job. So people look at me and they always think I'm a really organized person, but it's only through this dislike of double handling that I am actually so organized. But here are some things that I do throughout my day and throughout my week that help me to be a little bit more organized, because to me, being organized is self-care. Yeah. If I'm organized and I've got a structure to my day, I know how my day is pretty much going to pan out. And I also know when my downtime is going to be and when my personal time is going to be. So on a Monday morning, I actually sit down and I look at my calendar. So I just use a Google Calendar, nothing too special there, to plan out what that week is going to look like. Because some days I have certain things that I do on certain days, but if I've got, say, an appointment for one of the girls or something going on, I need to restructure and I need to move that somewhere else into my week. So I do that on a Monday morning. Then on a daily basis, I take that to-do list and break it down a bit more into, well, 1 hour blocks typically, but it just depends on the size of the task. But what that does is gives me structure into the day. So if I've allowed an hour for a task and I need more than that hour, well, I've got to rob from Peter to give to Paul somewhere. So by having some structure, I kind of know where that time is going to come from. But what I also don't budge on is my own time for myself. So my kids are really used to hearing me say no if doing something means that I'm giving up on some time for myself, because my workout time is really important. One, it's important for my physical health, but two, it's super important for my mental health. And I've noticed a difference this week. The kids have been back at school and I've been able to go for a walk by myself each afternoon, and I don't budge on that time, yeah? And I've just really noticed how much better I'm feeling throughout my day. So making sure that there's a bit of structure to my day just really helps with all of that as well. So the third thing is the groceries thing. It comes back to the groceries thing rather, and it's to do with how we plan our meals in this house. So in case you didn't know, I plan for 3 months of family meals in advance, and I have that down to a fine art now. I have that down to getting it done within 1 hour, but that's taken me time to get there. Now, the reason that I sat down one day and decided to do it like that is because I hated having to think every week about what are we going to eat, what groceries do we need, oh my gosh, it just got too much. So by doing it once every 3 months, I now actually only spend 4 hours a year writing out menu plans and shopping lists. So I'm always trying to find ways that things can be cut back on or time can be saved. And apparently that makes me a super organized person. Another way that organization is a great form of self-care is it allows you to see, on paper, if you're doing a calendar on paper or, Google Calendar, whatever you're using, it allows you to actually see visually how busy you are. And if you are so busy that there is no time to scratch yourself, then maybe you're a little bit too busy. I think lockdown has been a good thing. It's been a terrible thing for many, many, many reasons. But I think one good thing out of lockdown has been just a bit of time to reflect on how busy you are and how is that busy serving you. I'm hearing so many stories of people just feeling so much more in control, so much more calm. Like, even though our mental health is probably not doing so great because we're so restricted, I think there's probably some aspects of our life that we've kind of gone, oh, I've actually got room to breathe. I've picked up reading again. I've picked up craft again. I'm going for more walks every day. I'm looking after myself. And I think if we can continue that, then that is an excellent form of self-care. So while it may seem that I'm a fairly anal kind of person, to me, being organized is self-care. If I am feeling disorganized, my headspace is not good and I am not in a good mood and I don't feel productive or happy or any of those things at all. So if being organized is something that you feel like you might need some help with, I've actually got a couple of free guides on my website. So they're down at the bottom of my website on every page. You can also work with me by doing my Plan Your 3-Month Menu Plan Like a Boss course. Now that's actually only $50 for planning your next 3-month meal plan forever. Once you learn the skill, you've got the skill. And also being organized and looking at different ways of being organized forms a strong part of the 6-week Stronger for Yourself program. Now that's going public on Monday for general release. So keep an eye out for that one. But I do also have a waiting list ready to go. So you can jump on that and find out about the public release first. Team, thank you so much for joining me. How are you going to become a more organized person? Take care.